Hey everybody, it's Jason from the Texas Gun Vault 2 coming to you with another question and answer and I guess garage gun talk. I got a few things I want to talk about tonight and of course answer a few questions. I'm sorry I've been so busy the past couple of days. I haven't had a video I think in 3 days on this channel. I have just literally been so busy. Every night when I get done with work, I'm having to go to rehearsals, do something. It's just been nonstop, and this weekend is the same. It's just busy, 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 busy. So I apologize, and I do try to come to you guys with pretty regular content here on the Texas Gun Vault 2. Before I answer some really good questions that I got, I'll do the garage gun talk portion really fast. I do want to say I have an update on a video that I made about Fowler Industries and a comment that I got on my Fowler Industries V9 on my main channel. And I talked about how I got a comment that I wasn't sure came from Fowler Industries or not. And I told you I got a little bit, I don't want to say upset, but they said the one thing, I hate it when people say, go get training every time I don't shoot a gun well, because I shoot other guns well, right? And I also bring up the point that if training is all that mattered, then why do people need to buy any particular gun? Why does a Terran Tactical Combat Master mean anything different than a Glock 19 or even a Kel-Tec if it's all about training? But anyway, that's in the past in that video. And I made the video kind of response where I share that with you on this channel. So it wasn't the original channel. Well, it appears that Fowler Industries, I guess that comment really did come from those people. They even found the Texas Gun Vault 2 video about it, and they did leave a nice comment, and they apologized. And I wasn't expecting them to leave an apology or anything. I didn't ask them to do that, and I didn't even think that they would even find that or the video on this channel because this channel is so small. So I do need to dedicate a video to that comment and respond to it properly. I've told them if they want to contact me, they can through email, and I can get them in touch with the owner of that V9 pistol if they'd like, maybe to see if the issues that I discovered were legitimate or not. And I do appreciate them being kind and reaching out, and hopefully this is the beginning of a great dialogue. And they apologized, saying that maybe their comment was a little bit in haste. And I understand the frustration on their part. So I just wanted to say that, and I will do a proper video regarding that. So I wanted to thank Fowler Industries for that, and I will do that video. So let's get to the questions I got in one of my last question and answer videos. I got two questions on there that I kind of thought would be good for this video. The first one deals with a kind of, what is it? Shit hits the fan. So it is SHTF scenario, which is like, oh my gosh, the world is coming to an end. And the question was, if I could only grab two guns, like I had to leave, I had to go, I could only grab two guns of my collection, which would those two guns be? I personally think that in those scenarios, you have to weigh practicality over value, collectability, and coolness. Like there are guns in my collection that are very rare, very expensive, and there are also guns that are very, very, very cool. But in a scenario where you're going to have to be fighting for your life, you're leaving everything you have just to survive, you have to get rid of the concepts of materialism and go, well, I mean, yeah, it'd be really cool to have an HK, P7 M13, really awesome pistol, right? Rare, collectible, valuable, but is that going to serve you well in that type of a situation? What if something breaks on it? How hard would parts be to get? So forth, magazines and so forth. So I think you have to take all those kind of emotional elements out of the equation. And for me, if I could only have two guns, I got them out of my collection to show you guys tonight. And I think you guys already probably know where I'm going to go with this. The first gun that I would take with me would be a Glock 19. Now this is my Gen 5 MOS, and this is, and of course MOS means milled out slide. And this was a Lipsy's exclusive version, but it doesn't matter about the colors because it has this flat dark earth frame to it. I have kind of tricked it out a little bit. Obviously, I have a Surefire X300 up here. I got a Silencer Co. threaded barrel on this. So if I did want to run a suppressor, I could do that. I got my Trigicon. Which model is this? This is was it the HR, what do they call this one? This is like the military. HRS is what this one is. And obviously I have the suppressor height sights, so if this thing goes down, I can use the suppressor height sights. I got the Vickers Tactical racking plate in the back, and I got the Vickers Tactical base plates on the magazine. And obviously chambered in 9mm. 9mm would be the best caliber to have, would be the most available. Parts for this gun are much more available than many other firearms out there. We all know about the reliability of a Glock 19. I know some people out there going, I hate Glocks, I hate the angle of the grip, all that kind of stuff. You know, I know there's the people that just hate Glocks. I get it. It's not your thing. But this is the gun that I would take because I shoot it well enough. It's a reliable platform. This has all the options on it I would need. And it just runs. It's a proven platform. And for the most part, I would be much more likely to be able to find ammo or, if need be, parts for this gun than I would many other guns in my collection. So this would be the first one that I would take as my sidearm. And then for my long gun, and I've shown this one off before, this is my, I guess I call it my home defense AR. It's a registered SBR. It has a 12.5-inch barrel, which I think is the best barrel length for a short-barreled rifle. You know, when I was younger, first getting into NFA stuff, I thought the shorter the barrel, the better. You know, it makes it cooler or makes it more, I don't know, I guess, more what the government doesn't want you to have. But the 12.5-inch barrel gives you good ballistics. It reduces the report of the gun if you're going to shoot unsuppressed. And it's compact enough where you could use it in CQB settings. So I think it kind of has that nice blend and balance. It's a well-balanced gun. I do run a Yankee Hill Machine suppressor on this. I could take that. I have that QD system up here. I got another Surefire light here on the side. This is one of their scout lights. I got an aim point. This is the PRO, the Patrol Rifle Optic. Just a great, it's not their most advanced optic. But it's a great, you know, mid-tier for aim point. I got the Magpul Pro backup sights. I got the Geisley airborne charging handle. I have the Geisley. I have a Geisley trigger in this, and yes, I do run non-rotating pin sets on this. I know people say Geisley says not to run those. I've never had a problem, and people are like the tolerances are too tight. It won't run right. The gun's always ran fine, perfectly for me. I have the Geisley extended bolt catch on this. And I got just some Magpul grips on here. This is the one that's modular. And I have the MFT, what is this one? This is like the minimalist stock on this. And that's kind of what I got on it. I got my pressure pad. I use a Geisley. This is the Mark 8 9.5-inch rail on it. Obviously, you can see both guns are kind of decked out in flat dark earth and black. It's kind of my thing. And so this would be my go-to gun. I use a Barrett Rec 7 lower receiver on this, but it's one that I bought as a stripped lower receiver and then SBR'd. But it's, you know, so it's not a Rec 7 from the standpoint that it uses their, you know, piston system or anything. It's just what the lower receiver is marked as. But yeah, I think the whole gas system on this is Geisley as well. Low profile gas block. This gun runs like a champ, both suppressed and unsuppressed. I'm accurate with it. It's just a great rifle. And like other guns, like I said, like the Glock 19, being that so many parts of this are interchangeable with like standard mil-spec AR parts, getting parts and ammo for this would be easier. So these would be the two guns that I would take with me in a end-of-the-world scenario. As I said, you kind of have to give up the idea of valuable, rare, and collectible if you're going to have to survive. So I hope that answers, I believe it was, who was it? Who answered this? Who answered this question? Was it King Arthur that asked this question? So there you go on which guns I would take, or if I could only take a two, an end-of-the-world scenario. And the other question I have is not really gun-related. It's kind of geeky, nerdy related. Matt Moore asked me, who is, I can't remember if it was the exact wording, like who is the better villain, Sheev Palpatine, which is of course the Emperor from Star Wars, or Terry Silver, who is the bad guy from the Karate Kid. And if you know me, the correct answer is Sheev Palpatine, because he is an INTJ personality type. He's a master manipulator. He is a master kind of chess player. And he brings the Sith's 1,000-year plan to fruition, and the grand plan to wipe out the Jedi in Order 66. And he has better skills when it comes to seeing how all the different pieces on the chessboard move around. So in the world of just cool, I guess we'll say 80s-based fiction and movies and all that, Sheev Palpatine is the better villain. He is much smarter and always has a backup plan. So there we go. That was the two questions that I got. So what guns would I take with me in a end of the world scenario? You guys now know. And who's the bigger villain? And of course, I want to talk about Fowler Industries in a future video. So I do appreciate them reaching out and making that nice comment. And hopefully it will open up some dialogue. Because as I said in my response video, I want every gun company to succeed. And I fully admit that I'm not going to shoot every gun well. But just because I don't shoot a gun well does not mean, or you don't shoot a gun well, I do not mean or think it is indicative of you being a bad shot or you need training. You know, some people are just going to shoot different guns better. You know, this Glock is a great example in that there are many people that will comment on my channel, or I know in person, that hate Glock. And they will say that this angle of the grip is just not right for them. They cannot stand it. And when they shoot these, they're just off. They're just terrible shots with Glocks. But you put a Smith & Wesson M&P in their hand, or a Springfield Armory, XD, they're so much better. It's just the ergonomics of the gun work better for them, and their shot placement becomes much better. Is that for a lack of training, or is it just that this gun is better or not for them, and it fits them, so forth? So I said that in that video, and maybe there was something about that gun that I couldn't perceive, grip angle, grip texture, something, or there could be something mechanically off in that gun. It could be a lot of things. I don't blame them. I don't hate them, anything. I was just sharing my personal experiences with you, and I only have a data set of one gun. That's it, Maybe if I had 10 guns and 9 of them I was able to shoot as tack drivers and one was way off, and go, well, there's something wrong with that one, right? But anyway, I'll do a better response video on that. So that's all I got for you guys tonight. I hope I answered some questions. And as always, if you have any questions for me, just feel free to leave them in the comment section below. And if I feel like they're good enough to make a video on, I definitely will add them in the rotation for the next question and answer session. So I think that is it. I filmed the filmed the field strip video on the Smith & Wesson M&P 9 spec series tonight. I got the gun all cleaned up, ready to go back to Jack, and I uploaded that video, and I need to get that to him. So that's what we got going on here in the garage in the Texas Gun Vault, and I hope you guys are looking forward to some good range reports this week. I don't even remember which ones I have on tap to be released this week. I told you I have videos right now. With this video, I have it all the way out now to September 3rd, if I do 3 videos a week. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's a lot of content filmed. So there we go. So let me know what you think in the comment section below, and hopefully I'll be here tomorrow night for another one. So, as always, thanks for watching. Oh, what? I forgot. I always forget this. The word of the day. What is the word of the day? Man, the word of the day. The word of the day is going to be... We're just going to say, this one's going to get some people. Glock. Glock is the word of the day. because I have my Glock 19 out here. Man, people are going to hate that one, especially the Glock haters. But Glock is the word of the day. So there we go. I didn't forget it. I almost did. Now, so as always, thanks for watching.